Hey.
What's up, guys? So, welcome back to Cooking with Chaos. As I said in the first or second episode, I can't really remember. It's your girl, Chrissy here. And if you are already subscribed, thank you for being part of the Chrissy fam. If you are not already subscribed, what are you doing? Why are you sitting here watching and not subscribing? So, thanks for... Really?
Sorry.
Thanks for your support, whoever has subscribed, and that's pretty much all I have to say. I think, there's not really much to say this time. This is weird because I always have something to say. So anyway, let's jump right into it. So today we're going to be making an Italian meal, and what's funny about this is because earlier me and Mom were talking about making, Oriental, like I don't want to sound offensive or anything. Teriyaki, which is kind of like an Oriental, meal. And then we completely changed it up and went to Italian. So we went from Japan to Italy. So today we're gonna be making chicken with Italian and these Rotini noodles right here. And what would you call that? Like just Italian chicken with noodles?
Yeah. Or you all can comment after you see what it looks like and give your opinion on what it should be called.
Yeah. You can give your opinion. Help us out. Because I'm not exactly for sure what you would call it.
Because this is not something we got out of a book.
Mm-mm.
This is our own.
And we do like Italian on rare occasions. Like they use it on their salads. I will tell you a story real quick before we get started. One time, she knows where I'm going with this. One time, I was eating a salad, right? I told my mom I wanted ranch on the salad. Now, we'll just save that for a second. I told her I wanted ranch on my salad. So I come back in here because I had to go, to a little ladies' room. And I come back in here and I sit down and I'm eating my salad. I was like, oh, that tastes really, really good. By the end of it's over, my dad and my mom are laughing at me and being like, she didn't even notice. I'm like, what'd y'all do? They tainted with my salad. She accidentally put Italian dressing. Italian! Please tell me how you mix Italian and ranch. How do you do that, Mom?
Well, see, I was making my salad and I was using Italian and I wasn't really paying any attention. And I had your salad and I put it in and I was whoops!
And then she put ranch over top of that. Now, I'm not gonna lie, it was good. It did taste good, but I did think it tasted on a little bit of the zestier side. And they let me sit there and eat the salad. Anyway, back to the meal. I just thought that was a little
Calatis?
Carrots. See? Carrots.
Sorry.
You say sorry, but you continue to do it. So anyway, we are going to have vegetable fried rice with this, and then we're going to have steamed broccoli. Y'all, steamed broccoli is so good. I know some people don't like broccoli, but it's actually really, really, really healthy, and it is so good when it's steamed. I love the crunch of it. We're going to put garlic and Cajun?
Maybe, yeah.
Cajun, because that's what we did the last time, and it tasted so good. I loved it. And then we're going to have cornbread. So I know it's a little off. It's kind of like country and Italian, but, I had cornbread the other day, and my dog knocked it off the counter and started eating it. So I've been craving it since he decided to claim it for himself. So, I am sorry for the long intro, but let's go ahead and get started. So, we're going to get a pan out. Really? Sorry. We're going to get a pan out for the rotini. Now, you can go...
Wash as you go, it saves time.
You done? Yeah. Okay. Now, you can have any kind of rotini that you want. Like, I don't understand why they have colored noodles. I don't understand the point in that.
They're supposed to be healthier for you.
Oh.
They're grain. It's a grain
Okay.
pasta.
Well, we got the original. We got the great value, literally 98 cents a store. We only spent $4 on this meal, people. $4. That's cheap for a meal. So, I mean, you know, if you want to eat the grains, go for it. Go for it. But I don't like grains. How big of a pan do you think I'll need? That red one right there?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to fill this pan with water. We're going to fill it about halfway. The good thing about these pans, they have little measurements inside of them. Like, see that right there? So you can measure, like, how much water goes in it, which, I mean, it's pretty helpful. So, and don't cut that up to shit. Well, actually, go ahead. Just don't put anything together yet.
No.
Yeah, okay. I'm just saying. So you're going to fill that up about halfway, and we're going to let this boil on the back burner over here. Put that on high, and you can put a little salt in it if you'd like to help it boil faster. Oh shoot, I didn't refill these sugars.
No.
My bad, I forgot. Anyway, we're going to let that boil, and then we'll put the noodles in. I see some people, like, they will put the noodles in before it boils. Like, that makes it boil faster. But honestly, what's the point?
Does not make it boil faster, and it makes the noodles gummy.
Yeah.
They're chewy and gummy and nasty.
Now, fortunately, in this situation with what we're cooking today, I actually know what I'm doing, and I'm not learning. So, I will be teaching you all, and you can learn from me, because I got this meal. So, well, what do we need to do next?
Oh!
Okay, see, that's the only thing wrong with me. Like, when I go to cook a meal, I don't know, like, where to start or what to do next. It just confuses me. She's got so much stuff going on. One tip I can let you know, though, if you do have cornbread, always cook that last, because it's the fastest thing that cooks in the history of in cooking. Always cook your cornbread last. Okay, so we got that boiling. I guess we should go ahead and get the broccoli steaming. Right? Oh yeah, we're gonna steam broccoli. So the difference, if you probably know this, if you don't, I'm gonna give you an explanation, because I always do. The difference between boiling and steaming broccoli. Boiling broccoli, when you boil it, it takes all the nutrients, well, not all the nutrients, but it kind of dries it out. And it takes almost all the nutrients out of it, and it defeats the purpose of the word vegetable. So when you steam it, it cooks the broccoli, but it also keeps the nutrients in there. And am I explaining that right? Mm-hmm. I am? Okay. That's what I thought. It keeps the nutrients in there, and it keeps the value of why it's called a vegetable. Because what is the point of eating a vegetable if it's not a vegetable? So, we're going to get a big enough pot. Normally, me and my mom... Hold on one second. No? That's
I have a steamer.
They put me in the vegetable steamer.
Yeah, I'm going to put you in the vegetable steamer.
Oh, that's a little joke from Jeff Dunham, if y'all watch him. We like him. He's like a really good comedian. And there's this one guy on here. He's like a jalapeno, but he's on a stick, and he says, he put me in the vegetable steamer. It's the same thing! Okay, so we use this with that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that makes more sense. Alright. I'm being awful lazy. So this is what this looks like. This comes off, right? You put your water and your broccoli in here.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
Put your water in here. Your broccoli goes in there. Sorry. Why?
Be careful with that knife. Okay, my bad. I've said that twice now. You're supposed to smack me twice. Oh, that one actually hurt. Okay, so you put your water in here and your broccoli in here, so that's why they call it a steamer, because it's steam cooks.
Yeah, and then you put the lid on top of that.
And steam cooks it.
Steam.
Right, because
we're
it's
steaming.
I knew that. I knew that. Ow! You know, that really hurt. I'm turning red. Mom.
What?
Look at that. I'm sorry. Well, I mean, I have sensitive skin, so not gonna say who, but I mean, even though I'm very tiny, I do have a powerful smack-ass curve. I once Jack slapped a boy and he stayed red for 3 days. Not saying who.
He deserved it.
Yeah, he deserved it though. Did we put this on the back burner? Well, I need to fill that with water first.
Yeah, you gotta put some water in it.
I am so dumb when it comes to this stuff. Yet I'm great when it comes out.
Oh, that's Mexican.
Yeah, what are you doing? We're taking it.
That's Mexican.
That's still Mexican. Dang it!
That's Italiano. There you go.
This woman is not okay.
Wait a minute, I didn't do the one part.
What one part?
The Italiano.
Ow! Stop smacking me! This woman has been abusing me. She's physically assaulting me. They don't do that. See,
Yes, they do.
I act Italian because when I talk, I do this. I do that. When I talk. Anyway, where's the thingy? There it is.
What thingy?
So, you put the water in it. Oh, that was slick. Did you see that? You put this on the top, and then you pour the broccoli in. Why did I talk like that?
I have no idea.
Put it on top. Do you see this? You probably cannot see this. Please tell me why I'm like this. I put my Chromebook over here when the cooking's going on over here.
I don't know.
How tell me not?
I can't answer that.
Okay. No, I'm going to need an extension cord. Can you go outside and get that extension cord out there on the porch? Please?
What extension cord?
I'm sorry, y'all are seeing a close-up of my face right now. It's not the prettiest thing in the world, but...
Extensiano.
Huh? Did you just say it's DiGiorno?
No.
That's pizza!
Oh, shoot. Bark. But
Shoot, sorry, Bessie. Are you kidding me? Language you have. No, I don't want them staring at my double chin much longer. Would you?
listen, I'm gonna work them as fast as I can, okay? Oh, this ain't gonna work.
You gotta begin me. That's the word.
No, it's not gonna work.
Do we not have another one that has 3 prongs?
Okay. Chill.
Chill.
What's my biddings? There you go.
Right, that. Sorry for the ruckus. Alright. Can you do me a favor?
It depends.
When you get the chance, could you please refill this thing?
Well, I need salt.
Okay. So, we got that steaming right there. Well, we gotta put the broccoli in first.
Well, you don't put broccoli in until it starts boiling.
Oh, really?
Well, I guess you can. It don't matter. But you don't want to put the lid on it until...
Okay, so do I put it down?
Sure, but you don't put the lid on it until it... Are you okay?
I'm good.
I should be...
Why'd you move it all the way over here? I just asked you to move it.
I had to put it somewhere.
I got enough.
I got a bigger one.
I got even more better one.
Okay.
Oh, I thought of that word last night. Y'all remember if you watched my... Not yet. If you watched my last video, I was trying to think of that word yesterday that I was thinking about, like, if you say something wrong, it'll, like, ban you, whatever. I finally thought of the word.
What?
It's demonetized. They'll demonetize you.
Oh. Okay, that's weird.
I know, but I finally thought of it. Okay. So now open this up. This is the kind we use. They're like $1 a bag, and we normally use 2 bags because one does not come in enough. Open that up. Pour this in. And Mom says you do need the lid with it. So if you don't have a vegetable stand, it's not really that expensive. You can get, like, we got all of these pots and pans. They all came in one. And I think they're probably, I don't want to be misleading, but I think they're probably maybe $10 to $15 at the store, depending on which store you go to. But, I mean, overall, they're not that expensive. And, you know, to me, we don't always have, like, broccoli because it's not something we normally buy, but we do love it. But to me and to our family, it is better steamed, so that way we actually get the nutrients from eating our greens. That rhyme. But so you stick that in there, you're just gonna wait till that bottom boils, and then when it boils, you can put the lid on it, and that'll keep the steam in, and that's what will cook it. Now our water is boiling for the noodles, so we're just gonna take these. And we're gonna put them in. How much do we won't need much because they like swell a lot. So
That's good.
So about 1/4 of the pan is good enough. Well, it depends on how much you're gonna make. Like if you're a really big family, you know, I'm pretty sure you know the ratio, but I'm just doing it from my perspective. If you're like doing it for a meal of 3, 1/4 of a ratio, a 1/4 of a ratio, 1/4 of a pan, it's good enough. We're gonna stick that in there. We're gonna get a spoon to stir these. Rubber spoon, just like that. I'm gonna get a paper towel out so we can lay these on it. Normally, we start the meat first before we do the, what's the word I'm trying to think of, before we do the vegetables and stuff. But today, it's going to take a little bit longer to cook the meat, so we're going to do the meat last.
That's lots of nuts.
Why are you chopping up onions?
I am putting it in the fried rice.
Why?
Always do.
You do?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you did. Mom.
Yes.
I kind of need you.
She needs me. What?
I don't know where to start now. I got everything else down. I don't know where to
Get your pan.
Oh, give me a second. I don't know that. Where's that lid? Is it in the lid pot?
It's in the lid pot.
What does it look like out here?
Big enough to fit on top of that.
Really?
Yeah.
You are such a
Put
smart.
on the phone.
Really? You are such a smart ass.
Really?
Yes! And you know I am too because I have the gene. Runs in our family. Excuse my language. That's gonna be too big.
That's too big.
I just said that. It's too big. Look at that. That's too small.
Okay. We're like 3 bears with porridge.
What?
Someone's sitting in my bed.
How does that have to do with what? How does that have to do with what we're doing right now?
Never mind. She done forgot the story of the 3 bears.
No, but what is that? I ain't forgot the story. What does that have to do with what we're...
Too small, too big.
Oh. Oh, should we put that on there yet? Was that blowing? I can't tell. I feel it vibrating, so I think it's...
It'll be fine.
That would have been nasty. Okay. Now what do we do?
You skillet.
Skillet. So, where is my skillet? This skillet? Do we want to use this skillet? Okay. Are we gonna use 2 different skillets for the rice?
I've got my skillet for the rice.
Okay, that's what I thought it was, but I wasn't for sure. Oh! I'm dangerous.
I've got broccoli in my skillet.
My bad. She gets hard.
Oh yeah, it's a steaming. See, it's a steaming.
Mama, if you keep letting it out, it ain't gonna cook. And why do you have to slap me so hard?
Because you said one time I didn't slap you hard enough.
Abusive. Call child services.
Really, Nina?
Oh, they know I'm messing. I'm just playing. She's a great mama. She doesn't actually beat me and hit me. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. It's a little fun joke we have around here. What do you need?
The salt.
Oh, that's really far up there.
I gotta have it.
What do you need chicken broth for?
I'm making my stir-fried rice.
You use chicken broth on that? Since when?
You've never been in here when I've made my chicken fried rice.
Well,
I'm making it from scratch.
Why am I standing like this? She's making it from scratch. Okay, well, I'm going to watch her, but I'm also going to help her. Woo, see? Whoa, I lost my balance. That's what I do. Like, I help her, but I also watch her at the same time. That is... Really?
Yes.
I don't know why she... Oh, I need to go ahead and get this out and this out. Is there any other seasonings I need to get out? Or we get just the garlic shrimp and cake here for the...
Are we going to use the minced garlic? Or are you going to use regular garlic?
Not just use regular, we use minced a lot. Plus minced is really strong. I'm not for that strong flavor like. But I don't understand her. She does this thing where she moves the spices. Okay, the spices were in this cabinet right here. Hold on, I'll show y'all. We're in this cabinet right here, right? And the medicines was up here. We have a cabinet above the stove, right? And she decided to switch that around to make it harder on us to get the spices. Tell me where that make sense.
There's more room up there than there is there.
Yeah, but it's harder for
And I
us
have
to
more
reach.
spices.
But it's harder for us to
That's
reach.
why I have a step stool.
But you're making it harder on yourself.
Never mind.
We don't have any low cabinets. We need to get some low cabinets. Me and Mom, how long ago was it? Was it a month?
Couple months.
Couple of months ago, we went to Lowe's and we seen this kitchen, and it was so pretty. I mean, there was so much space in the cabinets, and it was just, it was gorgeous.
I want it. Eventually, I'm.
How much was it for the whole kitchen? Over $15,000.
Yeah, something like that.
It was really expensive.
Outrageous.
Hold on, I need to tell them. Okay, so get your pan hot for the fried rice. Get your pan hot. Put chicken broth in it, just enough to cover the bottom layer, and then sprinkle chopped onions. You're going way too fast, man. You gotta let me talk.
left the building.
No, I didn't. I'm still here. I'm sorry. I'm not popular in school, okay, but I have a lot of friends who text me, and sometimes if I don't text them back, they think I'm dead. So, you know how that goes.
That's a little bit more information.
You Gen Zers know how that goes, okay? You understand that. Gen Zers and millennials understand that. What'd you just do?
I stirred it.
What else did you put in it?
A little bit of salt.
Okay, couldn't you have said that? We're trying to teach them this recipe. This would not be a cooking channel if we weren't teaching them the dang recipe. Ow. I didn't even turn that on. Our burners are way too close together. Okay, so what would you recommend that I turn this on?
A little bit lower than that. Okay, and you stir your noodles.
Really? Stop moving my pan. You know how I am about that. Oh, it already smells so good. Y'all, I'm really hungry. I'm like starving to death. And this woman, she's... No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. She doesn't starve me. I starve myself because I choose not to get up and find something to eat. Like, I can look in the cabinets and find something, but I choose not to. Because I'm lazy. Okay.
A little bit of oil.
Olive oil or regular?
You can use either one.
Olive oil would change the... Mom, if you don't stop with that, I have a hatred. When I have things set in my way the way that I want it and somebody goes and just moves it a little bit, oh my god. It ticks me off. Okay, I'm going to use olive oil for the effect that it's different. Where did the olive oil go? There it is. Not tasting olive oil. Oh my, okay. Alright, so we're going to put our oil in the pan. Now, we got to put our chicken in there. I have a knife that you use to cut stuff with. So we got our chicken. What would you call these? Chicken? What were they?
It's chicken breast.
Chicken breast. So you get chicken breast, and you can chop them up however you please. We chop them up pretty fine because with my braces, it's hard to eat them because you know they can't be too tough because I don't want them to come off or anything. So we cut them up just about that much right there, and you're gonna throw them in the pan. You're going to slide them in the pan very slowly. And then we're just going to let those cook.
You might want to turn it up just a little bit.
Should I put more oil than that?
No, because we're going to be putting
so
Italian.
Tell them what to do. Like, do you wait for it to boil or what do you do?
Waiting on the onions to kind of get clear.
What does that mean?
Well, that means they're cooked.
So you're waiting for them to be sauteed?
Yeah.
So you wait for the onions to be sauteed, and how high would you suggest putting it on?
Well,
however high.
until it comes to a boil.
Yeah. So it comes to a boil, and then you're going to get your bag of rice, and you're just going to pour it in there whenever it's ready. Should I put more on here? I feel like I need more oil. I don't? Okay. So you just pour it in there just like that. Oh, I need something to drink. I'm thirsty. Don't mind me texting. You probably hear that little tapping in the background. This is interesting. I've never seen it made from scratch. And if you've watched the previous...
It's everywhere.
If you've watched the previous videos, you would know that we use, what is it? I'm kind of lost in here.
Huh?
I'm trying to promote our brand. No, I'm kidding. I'm trying to tell them what kind we use Success. I keep forgetting it. I always tell them like what we use just in case they want to use the same thing or if they want the same flavor, if they have their different. You know, everybody has different things, but I always tell y'all what I use so that if you want to use the same thing, you can. But we use the Success rolling bag. There's 4 bags that come in it.
Okay. Where I've got this turned up kind of high, rice tends to soak up anything that you're cooking it in, so you might want to add a little bit more broth so it doesn't stick or burn.
Do I need to go in here and put garlic in this?
You can.
Okay. So use regular garlic salt. Now this garlic, really, you're throwing rice at me. Sorry. We want to eat it, not let the dogs eat it. Anyway. So we use regular garlic salt like this. Now if you use this one like this type, it does come out really fast. I've learned how to take a hold of it, but she still has a heavy hand, which is why she lets me do it.
I like garlic.
Yes, but
a lot of people don't know it, but it's good for your heart.
What?
Garlic.
I thought it I thought it raises your cholesterol or something like that. Woo! I did that a little too much. Sometimes I accidentally do it too much, but I'm better at it than she is. No offense. And we are a garlic family. We love garlic here. So I'm just gonna let this cook. Them noodles are almost pretty much done. No, I still got a little time to go. Oh, another thing, when you're cooking with oil, do not drop water in the oil because it will make it pop and splatter and it will go everywhere and oil hurts. So do not try to get water. It's really thirsty. I'm going to get me a drink. My mother, when I was little, would never let me drink this. It's Dr. Pepper. She never wanted me to drink it, especially the diet kind, because she says that it's not healthy and it's too much sugar. And so, when I'd go over to my grandparents' house, my Nana's favorite drink was Diet Dr. Pepper. So I'd have like 2 or 3 of them a day while I was over there, and she had no idea about it. Well, until now. Well, she's known, but like, cause I just loved it, and she never let me have it. Now I can have it whenever I want, but when I was little, I wasn't allowed to have it.
Not good for you.
No, but neither is Mountain Dew and Pepsi, so you can't say nothing.
I drink more coffee than I do Mountain Dew and Pepsi.
Coffee isn't good for you either. It's caffeine.
I know it's stunning my growth, can't you tell?
You were born with a short genes, Mom. I am a caffeine-aholic. I like coffee, I like pop. I'm picky with my pop though. I used to love Pepsi, and then it started getting boring, and now I've started on Diet Dr. Pepper.
I think I need to use 2 bags.
I would.
Because, I mean, that doesn't seem...
We never make enough rice, and I want to have enough rice to eat, so yeah.
Well,
yeah, but anyway, see now, I can't do that no more like I used to spend.
shut up, son.
Breakfast! I used to spend the weekend with my grandparents almost every weekend of the summer, and sometimes in school they'd come and pick me up, or my grandfather would. He'd come and pick me up, and they'd take me to their house. And when I was little, from like kindergarten to 4th grade, I lived in Somerset, and they lived in Lancaster. So they come all that way, and she would drive me all that way just for me to, you know, see them. So that's why anymore, where we live here in Stanford now, makes it a little easier, but it's not that easy because now my Nana's in a nursing home because she's not doing too well and she can't take care of herself. And my grandfather recently passed away about a year ago. He died on April 14th. So, but yeah, I just thought I'd share that with y'all.
You need to check them noodles.
I did just a couple minutes ago.
Yeah, well, they're running out of water really quick.
Well, do you want me to put more water in them?
No.
What do you want me to do? I can't just throw them in there.
Done?
Yeah, they're done.
Turn them off.
Okay. You want me to strain them? I saw this neat way to strain these. I don't know if they're working. I'm not going to try it because I don't want to spill the noodles. But there was this way, like you sit this on top of the pan, and then you just pour, and the water comes out and it strains it. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. I've seen that.
Anyway, I just thought that was a neat little story I can tell y'all. My life is boring, I know, but I just thought I'd share that. If you're gonna watch my cooking channel, might as well get to know me, right? You don't want how am I supposed to stir my chicken when I'm over here for serving? Okay. Stir the chicken. You need to keep in track with me because I'm not exactly for sure when chicken is done, so. Those noodles were done really quick, but that's okay. Because they're going to go right back in this pan anyway. Oh, and another thing, when you are straining your noodles, be careful with the steam, because the steam, if it gets in your eyes, it will burn. It hurts. I know I've cooked popcorn before, and I opened it up and the steam just like came up in my eyes. Oh my god, it burns so bad. I flipped these over so I'm going to put more garlic on them. That's normally what we do. Like when we flip it over, we try to coat both sides, you know. Obviously you don't want to coat just one side. So those, I'm not going to put this in there. So we got for our fried rice, because it's called vegetable fried rice. Mom, we tried to find some of the diced carrots. They're like in the mini cans, but they didn't have any, so she just had to cut the carrots up, which is perfectly fine. Still carrots. So we're going to throw, I'm not going to throw these in there yet, but there are peas and carrots in here, and we'll throw that in the rice. And we also, well, that is for the, that's for the, I have recently got a liking to tomatoes. I don't know why. I normally hate tomatoes and peppers and cucumbers and stuff like that. But here recently, I've actually grown a liking to a lot of that stuff. Yeah.
Oh, I was afraid of.
Yeah, it's burning the bottom.
It's sticky. It's not burnt. It's sticky.
What do you call that? So for the Italian, anyway, I was saying I've recently grown a liking to the tomatoes and stuff. So, we are going to be using garlic, tomatoes, the Rotini Noodles, and we're going to be using Italian and some lemon juice. So it's like she said, keep adding. If it dries out, rice does tend to absorb the chicken broth because it cooks faster. And so if it's needed, just keep adding that chicken broth in there. If not needed, then don't add it. But it does. So it's okay if it gets a little brown. So, I don't know if y'all heard on that, but apparently it is okay if it gets a little brown because that's actually like why they call it fried, rice. So it's okay if it gets a little brown. Don't think you're burning it because it's fine. Oh, Marcus, you might not like that. And also, if you don't know, I'm sorry. I know I look lazy, but I'm getting a stool because, y'all, I'm not very capable of standing up very long without my back and my legs hurt. And I know that makes me sound old, but it's the truth. So, you can skin your tomatoes. How did you say you done that? Put them in boiling hot water?
Get your water hot and just kind of drop them in there, and it helps the peeling to come off, but I didn't do that.
Yeah, we're not doing that. I mean, we eat it either way, but if you prefer yours without peeling, you can just put them in boiling hot water, and they'll come right off.
And salt. A little bit of Creole. Creole was a Cajun.
It's a spice. If you're a person who really likes the spice, then go ahead, go crazy with it as much as you want. But it doesn't take very much of Cajun because it is spicy if you add too much in one spot.
Yes, it is.
So just be careful with that. And you can use whatever spice you like, but we use Creole because it tastes good.
Right. Carrots and the peas. Mix those up. Normally, I would put little pieces of chicken in here, but we're having chicken, so it's just going to be vegetable.
Mom, why does this chicken feel hard? Or is it just me? It feels hard. Like, come here and start. Does that not feel hard to you?
It's because you're using a plastic spoon. A rubber spoon.
Oh.
And it is in chunks. Okay.
Why is it white? It's not cooking. Oh! Are you okay?
The steam got me!
No, the top of the stove.
No, the steam got me.
Yeah, and you hit your hand on the top of the stove. I used to do this thing when I was little with my hands. I found it very amusing to put my hands over the steam and then.
Okay. How am I supposed to turn that off?
With your hand.
I don't want to reach over the steam.
I would put my hands over the steam like this, and I let it get me. I find it so weird, how that stuff evaporates, and then it makes your hands feel sweaty, but when you rub it, it's dry. I don't know how that works, science, but I always found that so amusing. Should I start making cornbread?
Not yet, we've done up first.
Okay. So we gotta wait. Well, we'll mainly wait until we've got everything in this pan, and then we can start making the cornbread. So we'll just bear with me here, y'all. I know it's a long video. It's longer than my normal videos. Like I said before in the first, they're probably going to be an hour to 45 minutes long, maybe a little bit longer. But if you're really into what you're doing and you like me and you think I'm funny, that's great. Just keep watching. We got a lot of chaos here. So
Okay.
I got to break that apart.
So, I don't know if you know this, but
What
I've
did you
used
do?
3 eggs. And this is what you put in fried rice.
So tell them how you do it. So she basically cracked 3 eggs into a bowl, and what she's doing right now is called beating the eggs. I've actually learned, I don't know how she does that with her wrist. She goes so fast with it. But I've actually learned recently how to do that.
Okay. Then, take it.
I didn't know they put that in there.
Yep.
That's interesting. Huh.
It's a little messy, but
Well, why is it that they put egg inside that? What is it?
I have no idea unless it's just for the consistency.
Wait a minute, I remember you making that because it comes up with like the little chunks of egg in there. Okay, and that's always my favorite part. It always tastes so good. Y'all, it is August right now, and I'm so excited. My birthday is in 2 months. I turned 17 in October, and my birthday is 11 days before Halloween. I cannot wait till spooky season and fall season. That is my favorite season of all because it's got the nostalgia of the pumpkins and the movies. I just love it. And I cannot wait to take y'all on my Thanksgiving journey. Now that is going to be a long video because we cook a lot. And this year we're probably not going to have family over. Normally we do, but where things have changed a little bit, probably not going to have them over this year. But I can't wait to take y'all on that journey because it's my favorite holiday. The food is so amazing. I don't know how she does it, but we're going to show y'all our little tips. That way maybe you can enjoy what we enjoy too. Oh, and that apple pie last night was amazing. A little tip though, like where we didn't let it cool, if you don't let it cool down long enough, it will fall apart. So I think next time what we're going to do is you're just going to put the piece over top of it instead of crisscrossing it. Make it a little easier. But overall, it was pretty good. It's awful hot. I don't know if I'm going to... Hold on. I'm going to let this cool down. I don't want to burn my mouth.
Seems like I just gotta go.
It isn't even time for him to eat yet.
Check on the schedule. See. Was it me?
Just a little more flavor.
A little more salt. A little more garlic. Okay.
It's good though. I feel like when you put soy sauce in it, that'll add the flavor to it as well. I'll take him to see you entertain them.
No.
Yeah, I'll be back. Come on, Lucas. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and pause this, and we will be, I'll be right back. Okay? So I'll see y'all here in a minute. I'm back. As you can see, I'm back. Why does it look so white?
Because it doesn't have a coating on it, man. Okay. Now we need to use the Italian. And a little bit of
Italian and there's the Italian and here's the rice. So like I always say, you have your preference of Italian and lemon juice. We use the real lemon, 100%. And we also use this zesty Italian with Kraft. You can use any kind, but this is our favorite kind. I don't know how much she'll put in, so I'm going to let her do that. So enough to cover the bottom.
Yeah, pretty much.
So just put enough to cover the bottom. How much lemon juice? I don't want to put too much. Maybe 1 drop or 2.
Yeah, you don't want to use a whole lot.
So just 1 or 2 drops of lemon. Like that. So good? Okay. And then we need to add the noodles in there, right?
Really?
Could you go spray those with water? Okay, no, they're coming out. They just need a little squeezing. Here we go. Here, now I'll mix. Okay. So we're gonna mix this all together. I'm gonna add the tomatoes in there. Oh, this looks good.
Ooh, it looks good.
You're right, we do need more color though.
Told you.
Wait, we don't have any peppers. We should have bought some at the store.
Well,
Ooh, that looks so good,
should
y'all.
I put more tomatoes in there?
No, it's got a good ratio to it.
Okay.
I never told him. How long should we steam the broccoli for?
Probably about a good 20 minutes, which I think we've done a little bit more than that, but it's sitting there chilling.
Okay, so now I need to make my cornbread. So I need you to get me a bowl.
You need to put some more garlic
In there?
in that.
Okay. Put more garlic in it.
Those noodles don't have any garlic on them.
Now I know.
Use salt and pepper if you want.
I know I'm being pretty heavy. Mom, I know I did. I know I'm being pretty heavy with that, but like, it's gotta be. What was I doing? Pepper. I need pepper. Mom, have pepper. I need the pepper. Y'all, this.
Running out of room.
I can't even lie. Mix that all together, and you're kind of just gonna, where it's all cooked, you're just gonna let it soak in there, really. So that way it soaks up that flavor. Okay. Now, I am gonna go make the cornbread. I have to pause this. I cannot let y'all see the, really?
What?
You do that every time. I unfortunately cannot let you all know the recipe on that. This is my grandfather's recipe, and he would be very, very mad at me if I shared it with someone, because it's like our family recipe, and I'm sorry for that. But I will be right back with the cornbread mix, and yeah, we'll see you in a minute. Bye. Hi guys. So we're back. It took us a hot minute. I mean, it may not seem like that to you in a video, but it took us in a hot minute because my dad came out on break and we never get to talk to him, so we talked to him. And I made the cornbread. I made a little bit more than I normally do this time because I like the cornbread and I want to have enough for all of us and me to be able to eat like at least 3-4 pieces. So my mom's going to make this for me when she gets back because she's got to take the dog out. He just eats. And it's really not that hard to make. Use your own recipe. Cornstarch and milk is the main thing that will make it, but if you want to spice it up a little bit, you can use whatever spices you want, you know. And you just put it in the pan and it cooks. That smells so nostalgic. I love it. Yeah, as I did explain before, I hate that I can't share it with you guys, but he would be mad at me if I did, because he likes to keep things to himself. I am the only one that he shared it with. Not even Mom knows the recipe. I mean, she knows what's in it now, but he didn't share it with her. So we're just going to sit here for a minute while we're going to talk while she's taking him out. And we have to heat the broccoli up just a little bit more. We're going to put some Cajun in it, which is this stuff right here in the Creole seasoning. I don't know why we call it Cajun when it says Creole. I'm not exactly for sure why we call it Cajun. You know what? That's a good question. I'm going to ask her that when she comes back in. But, and also, I wanted to let you guys know, my legs and my back, I know I sound like I'm old, but when I stand up for too long, they really hurt me, and that's why I'm sitting down. And another reason why I know this is my cooking channel, and I may seem like that I'm asking her to do everything for me, but actually, well, I have this condition where if I don't eat for a while, I'll start to get like really dizzy and lightheaded, which is like why I'm starving. So when I get really dizzy and lightheaded and I start to stand up, I lose my balance, and if I lose my balance and I fall, it's not good for me. So I try my best to cook today, you know, do most of it, but I started getting really like down, and I just want to let you guys know that if I ever have her do stuff for me, and mostly it's my fault. Like, I choose to starve myself until she gets home. Like, I wait so that when we make the meal, I can enjoy it instead of stuffing my face with food and stuff. So I wait for her to get home, and so I do it to myself, not on purpose, but because I want to wait for the food, and then I get to the point where I can't stand. And it's really annoying, and I probably shouldn't be doing that. It's probably not good for my health, but I do it anyway. And her food is really good, y'all. She and my dad, they used to work in a restaurant. They didn't work together, but my dad has worked at almost every place you can think of. Construction, restaurants, delivery. He used to be a truck driver. He's drove to many, many places, and he's been on the road with them. And that was before I was born. And my dad, he's a really good cook. He's that type of person that can take multiple things, throw it together, and it'd be really good. He used to be a head chef. So, he's really good at what he does. And so is she. She's not the type of person that can throw it all together and it be good, but she can make a new recipe and it be good, which is exactly what we did tonight. So, oh, look at that, she's back. That didn't take long. I feel like I'm rattling their brains. I'm telling them my whole life story. Okay. I wasn't telling them my whole life story. But we were sitting here and we were talking. Well, I was talking. But, I asked myself, or I asked them, why do we call this Cajun when it says Creole? Like, there's nowhere on it that says Cajun seasoning. So where did we come up with that?
Because it's a spice.
Yeah, but why the word Cajun?
Because it's a Cajun spice.
But it says Creole. That's why I'm confused. It's a Cajun spice, yes, but like, it's not on the... That's what confuses me. So we're now putting that, she put that on the back burner, and we're going to, we're gonna warm that up, because it got a little cold. And we're gonna stir this up too. We should probably go ahead and turn that off.
What?
Yes.
It? Turn it down low.
Really soaking up that Italian chef's kiss. I was going to say, do you need oil? Okay. Should put a little oil in the pan. Let me try. Put a little oil on the pan. And wait till it gets hot. It just got really quiet in here. It's never quiet in here.
You need to put the broccoli in here. Or do you want me to do that?
You're probably gonna have to do that. I told him about that condition that I have, so
What condition?
where I get lightheaded if I don't eat enough food. Technically, like I told them, that's my fault because sometimes I starve myself, but it's only for the good. But when you come home and cook, you know, I starve myself so that I'm not full of snacks when you come home and cook, so I can eat your food because it's good.
Great. I didn't get it that hot enough. So, the first one will be kind of greasy.
Well, it's alright. You can always pat the grease out of it.
Nat.
That's what I've been doing. I've been trying to get rid of them dang gnats. You almost smacked me in the face.
Sorry.
Do you see how she does that? She unapologetically says sorry. Like she means it.
Okay.
Did I say that right? I didn't say it right. She says sorry like she means it. But she's just saying sorry to say sorry. You don't mean it. You mean it. What? Italiano. Is that how they do it? Okay. So if you probably can't see it, but it's frying. Oh, that's a huge piece. Oh, that looks good. It smells so good. Well, that's pretty much it, y'all. I'm not going to bore you with the. I probably already bored you a lot, but I mean that's pretty much it right there. You take your broccoli out and put it in a bowl, and then you can just mix it with the Creole. Or if you don't want to do that, it's fine. You know, you do you. But there's really no reason to sit here and just watch the cornbread, you know, fry. So, I mean, that's really it. So, thank you all so much for sticking through an hour of cooking with me. I hope y'all enjoyed it, and I hope y'all enjoy the meal that you cook. If like you do this with me, and I hope it's good to you. It'll be our first time trying too, so you know, I hope it's good. I mean, it smells delicious. But anyway, please like and subscribe on this video, and if you have any comments or questions or concerns or anything like that, you can put it down below. Oops. And yeah, so bye guys. Hit that subscribe and like button in the face like my favorite YouTuber says, because I forgot to say that. It's my little slogan that I got going on there. So, you got anything to say? About the cooking? Yeah, about the cooking or anything like that? Any last minute tips or anything? No. You want to say bye to the viewers? Bye. Bye y'all. I hope you have a good day. Hope you have a good day.